Rising from the urban parks and playgrounds of America, a discipline that stretches the boundaries of human strength, power, desire, and will. Extreme calisthenics is now the team sport that produces an extraordinary kind of champion, a champion whose biggest stage is Urban Fitness Extreme. The opening match of the 2024 UFX season pits Brooklyn against Harlem on the North Beach of Miami. Brooklyn making it to the finals of the 2023 UFX Championship before falling short looks to go from heartbreak to vindication in 2024. But standing in their way in week one is Harlem, an expansion team that may be new to the league, but is a veritable supergroup in the world of extreme calisthenics, looking to go from sleeping giant to championship titan.
I've been doing this for a while, and I know Chris and Powerhouse, they predate me. I'm fans of them. So being able to coach them, and especially Chi, she's one of the legendary women in the game. So being able to coach them, I'm very excited. They're coming in with a lot of experience, but not here. So this is a great place for them to showcase their years of training and honing their craft.
We came in second last time, so that just shows that we're more than capable to bring it home. And I do believe manifesting is about seeing your dreams. The only thing I see is a win.
Welcome to Urban Fitness Extreme, opening night for the 2024 season. I'm your host, Dexter Henry, alongside my partner, Kaylin Cato Norton, calisthenics extraordinaire, personal trainer, fitness guru. It is opening night, and it is a really exciting time. And for folks who don't know, Urban Fitness Extreme is all about extreme calisthenics. Now, I know, Cato, you know a lot about that, but our viewers don't know. So, question for you is, what is extreme calisthenics?
Calisthenics is body weight movements, and I think everybody at home knows what a push-up is. So extreme calisthenics, I want you to, at home, do yourself a push-up, and then I want you to do another push-up, putting your chest all the way on the floor and locking those elbows all the way out. And then I want you to do that same push-up, put 100 pounds on your back, and do as many as you can in a minute against another opponent. And that's what you're going to be seeing on a consistent basis throughout this competition.
That is extreme calisthenics, and yes, he's asking for a lot for the people home. But tonight, opening night, we've got a great matchup. It's an all-New York matchup, Brooklyn versus Harlem. Harlem, an expansion team, new to this league. So, Kayla, I got to ask you this. What should we expect to see from both of these New York teams here tonight?
Well, Harlem, they may be new to the league, but they are not new to the sport. Lots of experience on this team, so I'm expecting them to be calm and poised out there. Brooklyn, as we both know, they got knocked off in the championship against LA last year. That team is hungry and they're focused. I'm excited to see what they can do out there.
All right, well, you're excited. You got people doing push-ups at home. We're excited to get this started, so let's get right to the action.
All right, here we go with the action. We've got Brooklyn versus Harlem, and what we want to do first here is we want to get people all caught up on the rules. Match format, each match will consist of two teams competing in 2 rounds of calisthenic routines. The match will be comprised of the following rounds. We've got a throwdown round, and we also have a relay medley round. The throwdown round will consist of 6 rounds with individual athletes from each team competing in alternate sections of routines from the selected menu. The relay medley round, that will consist of both teams simultaneously competing in consecutive routines in a relay medley with all team members participating. Now, how the scoring goes, each successful attempted repetition is awarded by the lead referee during the throwdown and relay medley. That shall be counted as 1 point in the team's match scoring. First team to 300 points wins the match. That is the target goal. So we're about to get ready here. We got the throwdown situation. We had a coin flip, which Harlem won here. So they got selection here. They selected weighted push-ups. So they will then see how many reps they can do within 60 seconds. What do you think is a good number here, Cato, for both of these women as they try to attempt these weighted push-ups?
When you gauge any calisthenics move, many reps can you do per second? It looks like right now she's going at about a push-up per second, which is perfect. So if she didn't stop, which she will, I'm thinking 60, but with that added weight, let's take about 2/3 of that. I think she's going to do about 30 reps with that 45-pound plate on her back. So now those 60 seconds, they're ticking away really fast. She got a nice, smooth tempo. Curious to see how close she gets to that 30 number.
Now she's back at it here again, partner. I want to ask you about this. When you go first, do you like going first or do you like going second? Because when you go first, you have a chance to set the tone here, as you see Chi doing. Do you like going first in this situation?
It depends on how strong you are at the movement. If you know that you're the strongest athlete in the movement, it is a benefit to go first because the intimidation factor comes into play.
Good number there from Chi. We see 30 on the board for her that she was able to do in the minute. Paige knows what she's got to beat here.
Did you say 30? I think that's
what she said. I think you were a little prophetic there. I think so. You said that was a number she's going to hit. Paige, you talked about her strength and her ability. She looks focused, locked in right now. She knows the number that she's got to beat. Does she have 31 plus in her?
I think she has the ability to do 31, but I don't know if she's going to be able to do that today. Like I said, she is one of the strongest pushing women out here, and Paige is just trying to keep her team close with her push-ups right now, and I think she knows that. Anywhere in the 20s, and I think she knows that she's styling.
So you don't want to burn out. You want to keep your team in the game and what you're doing there. Paige, also known as Paige Pooh, representing Brooklyn, from Brooklyn, representing the neighborhood of Bed-Stuy. She started calisthenics back in 2019. She competed last year, 2023, in UFX. Right now, she's at 18 and counting. So you said she could get into that mid-20s and she'd be comfortable. You think she's got 5 more or so in her right
She just got no reps, so that's the first no rep of the competition. I think it's because the hips are dropping from over here. I think she's done a great job keeping her team in it, because I would say that this is Harlem's highest skilled as far as, I think they thought they were going to have the biggest gap.
So no big gap there, only 5 points, and this is what makes this so exciting. And 26 is actually the number that we have on the board for Paige. You said it, look, mid-20s. You said, can you keep it close? Can you stay in the game? That's part of the strategy here.
Keep your team in it. That is the strategy. We'll see now what Brooklyn fires back with as far as their strength.
Welcome back to Urban Fitness Extreme here in Miami. We've got a close one between Brooklyn and Harlem after the throwdown round, with Brooklyn leading 128 to 119. Our menu is set for this relay round, which for this competition will begin with 5 exercises for the women and finish with 9 exercises for the men, as both teams set their sights on that finish line of 300 points and a victory here in week 1. Urban Fitness Extreme 2024 opening night. We had a good one for you folks. Dexter Henry, Kaylin, Cato, Norton back here with you, and we're about to start the relay medley round. Remember, to win this, 300 points, you win the match. But we're going to start off here with the ladies, and here we go. Going for the women in Harlem is Chi, and we've got Miss Toasty going for Brooklyn. Here on these muscle-ups, who's going to be the first to 10? Whose rhythm are you liking right now, Kato?
I like both women's rhythm. It looks like, so Toasty is tagged out, but it looks like Chi is going to do all 10 of these muscle-ups, whereas Toasty has tagged Paige to finish her muscle-ups out. So there's your 10 muscle-ups from Team Harlem, from Chi, and now Aramis is off to her weighted dips already. We're going to see if they're able to maintain this lead as we were. But remember, Aramis is, I would say, the rookies in this situation, and we're going to see if she's able to keep pace with our veteran Toasty, who's got experience from last year and is a seasoned vet on the bar.
And you're seeing the camaraderie. We talked to Paige. She talked about how her and Mrs. Toasty have such a great chemistry in their relationship, and you see they're both helping each other, finishing off the exercise for one of another. And you see how that bodes well for Brooklyn. As we see on the other side for Harlem, Chi tapped in for Aramis. Now Aramis up.
It looks like Team Harlem has moved on to the weighted pull-ups portion of the battle. You see the pace. You see Toasty pumping Paige up because, I think as far as camaraderie goes, these two ladies probably have the best camaraderie in this whole league because they train together the most. But, I look at Harlem as the team with the most experience, and she is the most experienced woman in this game. Not in UFX, but she's got a lot of skin in the game, and she is the perfect complement to the rookie Aramis on the bar.
Just having the experience, and especially in competitions with strategies and transitions and stuff like that, that's a good advantage to have, the knowledge and the wisdom. And, me being from reps and sets, I'm stepping into another lane, and I'm planning on, getting better at it and dominating just like any other lane. But it's a team at the end of the day. But everybody individually should think like, I'm the game changer. I'm going to bring as much as I can to the table.
And right now, as you hear that, Harlem's got some work to do if they want to get back into this game. And right now, the women of Brooklyn, they've done their job. Welcome back to Urban Fitness Extreme in Miami, where Brooklyn is threatening to pull away from Harlem with the help of a rhythm and synergy between Paige and Miss Toasty and the game-changing power of Dark Knight. But Harlem still has a chance to close the gap with their veteran handstand specialist, Chris Joyce, and Powerhouse coming up in exercises where they have the advantage. Let's get back into it.
Brooklyn is way ahead right now, and Harlem is really in trouble. As they start to fall farther behind, they just need to take that no-quit mentality. I'm not going to quit because every rep counts throughout this entire season. They need to just keep going because anything can happen at any time. It's Harlem's job just to keep pace so they can be in a good position for the remainder of this season.
Every rep counts. Harlem, they want to still put up a good score because there's cumulative scoring here in the UFX in 2024. So that scoring matters. And Harlem, seeing a little bit of rhythm here that we're seeing from Powerhouse.
You got to respect what Powerhouse is doing. Him being the veteran in the calisthenic game, not in UFX, comes out, has a little bit of everything. It looks like he's got a bag full of skills, and he's showcasing that now.
It's funny enough, Powerhouse, he was at that same kind of era as Nyrock. Those two guys were kind of like the handstand guys at their era, and I looked up to both of them, to be honest. So competing against Powerhouse to me is honestly like an honor, kind of. It trips me out that I looked up to this guy. Now we're going head to head. Not to say this with an ego mindset, but there's only a few select people that I've seen that can do handstands to a certain level, and they're all here pretty much from what I've seen.
And right now, we're into handstand push-ups for Brooklyn. Meanwhile, Harlem, they're just finished the weighted pull-ups. They're moving into handstand push-ups.
Listen, the relay medley is extremely close. It's that deficit going into the medley that's hurting Harlem. If this was all they had to do, if the throwdown had held no weight in this competition, they'd be in pretty good shape. At this point, with Team Brooklyn still holding on to the lead, this late in the game, with the skill set that Brooklyn has, this is their job to keep pace and keep going. But it looks like there's some handstand push-ups coming on the right of me extremely quickly, but it looks as if Brooklyn Lee is struggling with his handstand push-ups right now, so it's not quite over. I may have spoken too soon.
It may have. It's close. However, Brooklyn is 14 points away, and we'll see. There was some ground made up by Harlem, as now we're going to one-arm push-ups, pull-ups, by
Nico
Harlem.
is having problems getting his chin over the bar in the one-arm pull-up, but remember, this is Brooklyn's, they've got a specialist in this department. And my man is on the bar, closing in, but we do know they have to get through these one-arm pull-ups, and they need to get 335-pound dips. Not only, but it looks like Dark Knight is ready to go. I was going to say somebody's got to strap up, but he's not. They're going to waste no time once these pull-ups are done. So not 3, 2 reps. Dark Knight has got to do 2 reps with 135 pounds after Max does these handstand push-ups. Oh, they're saying no. They're saying no. They're saying no to his handstand push-up. It looks like there's some more one-arm pull-ups to do, and they're no repping Brooklyn Lee because he's not getting his chin over the bar. Listen. These judges are not fooling around. No rep, no rep, and as they move, Harlem is doing handstand push-ups, which Chris Joyce is amazing at, but it looks like they're done. Brooklyn has done it. Brooklyn has done it.
And there you have it, a victory for Brooklyn. They reached 300 first. 300 to 288 is what they put up on the board. Harlem, no reason for them to hang their head. But Brooklyn with the victory. We saw a battle for New York, and this is a good start for Brooklyn. They've got to be happy with what they did on opening night. And we're joined by the head coach, Steph, and also Paige, with a tremendous performance today. Steph, I'm going to start with you. Anytime you start a season, you want to get off to a good start, and you guys were able to do that tonight in the throwdown round. What were you able to do so effectively in that round to get you off to a good start?
I think we just came in a little bit smarter. We knew when to rest. We knew not to exert ourselves too much, so we had some in our reserves. We didn't go to the last rep. We just saved a little bit of energy, and that's what helped us.
Saved a little bit of energy, had that 9-point lead, and then you cruised from there, and then Paige took over.
Paige, what was it like, from my eyes, for your team to lean on you, not only in the throwdown round, but in the relay medley, put this team on your back and lead them to victory?
Oh man, losing last year taught me a lot. I heard a lot of crap talking, and it was motivating for me. I just want to do better than I was yesterday, and I'm always going to keep doing it that way. And we just strategized the best that we could. I knew what was coming, so I felt like I was prepared for it differently this time.
A win, a 1-0 start for Brooklyn is what we saw tonight with a 300-289 victory over Harlem. Opening night, we're just kicking things off. So much more to come. Join us next time on UFX on Fox Sports.